Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be playing the buffed Cassiopeia in what appears to be D1 Master Tier ELO. This is one of my accounts that I haven't played on this whole season, but before I believe it was either a Challenger or High Grandmaster last season, so I should have very good MMR on this. So if you guys don't know what the Cassio buff is specifically, they buffed her E to do 10 more damage at all ranks. So starting at first point in E, it does 10 more damage compared to before. So yeah, this means her early game is a lot stronger than before, and she scales pretty well. So yeah, she should be pretty strong and have kill potential now. As for my runes, I'm going Conquer, Presence of Mind, Tenacity, Last Stand, Taste of Blood, Ravenous, Ability Haste, AP, and Armor. And as for my secondary summoner, I took Barrier. There is a 2000 LP Cassiopeia on the Chinese super server. Kills these summoners, so yeah. It really promotes fighting and getting a lead early. I will be versing Kiana, and her matchup isn't that bad into mine. But because I have Barrier, I should have a decent edge in the fighting. I'm gonna see if I can get any stacks on my tier. Oops. Big mistake there. I'm not supposed to actually use my E like that. But as long as I last hit with my E, it's just basically free tier stacks. I'm gonna make sure this guy doesn't have to actually get that much free XP. I'm gonna zone him off the wave. Okay, and he's trying to fight me. And we just win. Obviously the barrier did a shit ton there, and the 10 damage base also helped a lot. So yeah, looking pretty good. My wave is kind of fucked, and I can probably get ganked by Diana pretty soon, so I'm just gonna try to get as much EXP as possible. I'm really greedy for that cannon. I didn't get it, but I got the EXP, and that's what matters, and now I'm gonna take a base. But yeah, as you guys can see, Barrier is fucking OP, and then Ravenous Hunter, I already have 1.5% on the Vamp. And already getting that value out of Barrier. And its cooldown is so low, so you can actually promote fighting a good amount as well. I'm actually going to go pretty offensive in terms of my items here. I'm going to get 2 starter items and then Dark Seal. Dark Seal technically isn't a starter item because this item gives you 1.6k gold value at full stacks. So yeah, I mean, feel free to ever just buy Dark Seal whenever in the game if you just have free leftover gold and you can't buy a real like component. Just buy Dark Seal because this item, like, it's already gold efficient the moment you buy it, but as soon as you get more stacks, it's even more OP. Not much I can really do there. It's like he's just gonna die, and that's just because I was in base, so there's literally nothing I can do there. I don't know how low Diana was, but she might be... yeah, I mean, I think they saw me, so I'm just gonna leave. Okay, and as a result of Kiana's roam, she actually lost a good amount of minions. She probably lost the whole wave. So I'm actually up in EXP. Because you guys can see, she's level 3 now, and I'm about to hit level 4. But I have a lot more minions to collect than her, so I'll have even more EXP advantage once I actually collect this. What the? Yo, that stealth is broken. Anyway, I can probably deny this cannon. This guy is really greedy, huh? And once I'm level 5, I'll look for a fight, but until then, I don't really want to look for a fight. I'm very close to level 5. Just keep track of your EXP when you're looking for kill windows. I'm actually running a bit in. This kind of sucks. Maybe I'll play the lane a bit slower then and wait for my barrier to be up. Go ahead and pink ward here. Yeah, and yeah, Cassiopeia just does a lot more damage early now, so I can go for stuff like that. And I didn't even use my barrier there because it wasn't up, so now the next fight, it's even more guaranteed. I'm level 6 to level 4 now. This guy's in a really bad spot. Like, this is like your lane is over type of fucking lead I have right now. Oh, never want to sell pink. I'm gonna go ahead and get this and get a potion. So ideally you'd go Lost Chapter, because I couldn't really afford it. I went Fiendish Codex, which is basically the stats without the mana. So yeah, and usually you just build into Liandry's. Sometimes you can go Everfrost, but Liandry's is your safest bet. Riftmaker is okay, but you have a lot of mana issues, so I actually don't like it that much anymore. So yeah. And CDR is extremely important on a champion like Cassio, who just really spams her abilities and does so much damage early, especially after the buff. It's really crazy. I'm going to show you guys a cheese ward location. Here, if you put it here, the tower won't spot it. And it's really good because you can tell whichever side of the map the enemy goes to, like at all times. It's really OP actually, as a ward. I mean, we could fight, but I'm gonna see what I can do for this guy under his tower. Looking for poke like that. I still have one potion, and I also have what they want. Okay, we can invade, I suppose. Okay, not bad. I would like this blue buff if possible. Thank you, sir. You shouldn't be able to escape, really. There we go. I have to take this Drake for free. Actually, are we diving first? Okay, let's dive first. Whenever you have a choice to do either Drake or dive, you should mostly go for the dive first. I have barrier, so I'll survive that. Just want to make sure Jace doesn't QE me or anything. And now once I'm in base, I can afford my last chapters. Or actually, I think it's called Lost Chapter. Yeah. Okay. One thing to note, when you are playing Cassiopeia and you're doing this build, you're extremely squishy early. I actually recommend getting Rylai second, if you can afford it, instead of Archangels, because not only does it mean that the enemy basically gets slow for 3 seconds if you ever land Q, you'll be a lot tankier. But right now I have no summoners, no flash, no barrier, so I have no defensive things other than my ulti and my W. And Qiyana's a champion that can just one-shot me even if she's this behind, so I just have to watch out for stuff like that. Obviously my E will help me sustain, because each time I use it, I get some health back due to my my Ravenous Hunter stacks, and also it has innate healing on its own. I can't really walk up too far because, like I said, I have no defensive summoners, so if Qiyana or Diana get the jump on me, I'm essentially dead, even though I have a 300 gold bounty and I'm up 2 kills. You have to play respectfully. It's especially important to play respectful when you are the one with the lead, because it's really easy to throw it, and as long as you don't throw it, like, you should be able to hard carry the game. Alright, this guy's kind enough to give me blue buff, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that. The objectives you want to play for mostly are like Herald, like side lane dives. Looks like bot lane's winning, I think. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. So I have no vision of this side of the lane, so Diana could very well just be in that brush. So I'm gonna hook this side where I have vision. Okay, landed a Q poke, very good. I don't have to go for too much more, because remember, it's very easy to throw. I'm gonna ward here so I can actually play up a little bit more. And as you guys can see, my jungler is on the Herald. Whenever someone on your team, unless it's just like a grief, like they're doing in front of the enemy's faces and they're gonna die, unless it's like that, you should usually hover your jungler when they're doing objectives. And as you guys can see, I make it back to a lane in time, so I don't miss any minions or anything like that. So I really do want to play aggro to an extent, but it's really hard for Cassiopeia to actually run and chase down kills, especially with with Conquer. If I had Phase Rush, maybe I could chase people down. But Conquer is more of a stand your ground type of rune where you just let them come into you and say, alright, let's duke it out. I'll 1v2 and you can't out DPS my DPS. And I'll just tank you all and heal everything back up for my E. Like, that's basically what you're saying with this rune page, where you have Barrier, you have Domination, and you have Conquer. Alright. Now I can actually afford my Liandry's. Liandry's is a huge power spike. I hope this guy doesn't thought. Alright, this guy is goddamn annoying. But it doesn't matter. This guy can't really contest me. Unless he has his jungler nearby. I'm gonna clear my pink over there. Alright. Instead of basing, I'm actually gonna pressure this guy's tower. Just fuck him. And my jungler has Herald, so we can do that. I'm gonna keep landing my Q poke. I can't really go for E's that much. But it's very good to land my Q poke, because not only does it keep my Conquer stacks refreshed, it gives me move speed, so they can't really do anything back to me. Diana could very well come here now, but I have Barrier and I have R to actually be able to survive first. I'm gonna let him kill Herald, because I don't feel like staying on the map much longer. I'm just gonna ward here so I can see any rotations Kiana makes, and then I'm gonna base. And never really want to stay on the map with this amount of gold. Anytime you have like above like 1.4k, I'd like to say, you should probably base. Even 1k. Okay. And we're actually going to buy a Stopwatch. Stopwatch is pretty nice. Oh, this guy doesn't kill him, Sag. Okay. Enemy gets a triple, it's okay. Alright. And I can just sit on the Stopwatch, or I can upgrade it to Zhonya's. But because they do have a little bit of AP damage as well. Okay, I want you guys to take very close notice of how I played that. I did W flash, not flash W. W flash is quicker and they can't react. If you flash W, Kiana just W's away or flashes away. So if you're going for something like that, where you can secure a kill like that, you should W flash. Also, the reason I went for that is she had no mana and she was also low health. If she had full health, then I probably wouldn't go for it, because she can just walk out of my grounding. But because I can DPS her in my grounding before he gets a chance to escape, I went for that. Is this guy alive, actually? Oh my gosh. I'm a little scared of meeting someone in the river here. Oh, there's a pink ward, yeah. Oh, nice. Very nice. I can basically tell where he is. If I can EM immediately... Oh, there we go. Whew! That was... Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I mean, guys. Like, I'm playing a champion that's really easy to, like, get killed by Kiana. And Kiana's a champion that can do, like, that type of damage even when they're behind a spot, like, which he currently is. So I'm very glad I had Stopwatch there. Kiana's kit is actually one of the most annoying ones, where she has, like, perma-stealth, essentially. So it's all skill shots. I'm gonna see if I can take Scuttler. It should be up, probably. And I'm actually not gonna go Rallies. I'm gonna go Zhonya's, because, I mean, you saw what... You saw what Kiana almost did to me. I did say earlier that you want to generally base when you have a lot of gold, but because this wave is already crashing, I'm gonna sack a little bit of my tempo. And by tempo I mean like how much time you have to do stuff on the map. And collect this wave, because if I just let this wave get in by my tower, that's about 200 gold I'm just letting go to the void, and also like probably like 25% of a level, and levels are extremely important. The value of a level in League of Legends is like about 1k per level, so yeah, that'd be a lot of value wasted. Okay, we see that guy, so I'm just gonna actually exit here. I was hovering here because it looked like we were about to dive. And sometimes when you're as ahead as I am, it's sometimes worth just like stay on the map even though you have a lot of gold if a play is directly, immediately happening. If it's not immediately happening, then base is most optimal. But just in case something happened, I want to hover them a bit. Okay, so I'm 2 items now, and I'm actually probably not going to get Rylai's this game. I'm probably just going to get Archangel Staff. Because I did go the Zanya's route. So I just have to play a bit smarter instead of relying on like Rylai's slow. But it's completely fine. I have a lot of CDR. I can use my Zanyas to bait things out and do a lot of damage. Herald spawning. We can probably do it. This guy has a huge wave mid to collect. I don't care if I'm spotted. I can just press R or Zanyas if they try to fight me. And I'm just going to start this Herald up. And yeah, as you guys can see, Lulu and Kiana are in mid right now, literally collecting the wave that I shoved in. And this is why waves are so important. If you miss a wave, like you're basically just saying that you don't care, like you're gonna give up guaranteed resources. And if nothing happens while the enemy is like giving up guaranteed resources, that's a win for you. Alright. Okay, so I have a bit of a Roman though. The only thing that's a little awkward here is my jungler is on the opposite side of the map as me, but I would like to be on the same side as him. But I also want to play for bot side, not top side, so... Alright, well, sometimes you just can't really change anything, so I'm just gonna give these guys a few danger pings, because Kiana is missing. And I'm actually gonna play with my jungler on his side, because that's basically the most guaranteed play. I think he might already be dead, so I'm just gonna go back to mid. I don't think there's any way this guy lives. So, remember what I talked about waves. I'm just gonna collect this wave, and I'm gonna make sure that my bot lane doesn't get punished for the top play we just made. Because they see us literally make a play top. What does that mean? They're most likely gonna make a play bot side. Or Kiana can just be a psycho and just roam out there. See, this is why you don't want to play away from your jungler. As you guys can see, this Kiana is kind of alone. And I can probably clean him up because he's alone. Oh, what the fuck, dude? My champion is not there. Yo, help me, man! What the fuck? That's a double kill if Singe is just with me, man. Like, what is he doing? He's literally fapping.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Alright, and remember what I said at the start of the video, guys. Dark Seal, on its own, is worth more than its gold value, 350 gold. But every time you get stacks, that adds even more value, roughly 200 gold value. And I'm at 10 stacks. So, yeah, that's like 1k extra value I have from it. As you guys can see, I sustain so much from my domination and my E. I even have barrier. If Kiana comes up and tries to fight me, I can probably kill her too. I don't have Zanya's though, so okay, we see Kiana, so nothing to actually worry about. I'm just gonna keep shoving. I'm gonna deny camps as well. Every time you take a camp away from the enemy team, it's a 200 net gold swing. And why is it 200? Because a camp is worth roughly about 100 gold, and because you take it from them, that means you're denying them 100 gold at the same time. So that's 200 gold net swing. I don't want to stay too long on the map though, without knowing properly where everyone is. And also I have 0 mana. If I had more mana I can stay, but I only have enough mana for about, well, give or say like 10 spells, so. Just gonna base, get my Archangel Staff, and yeah. Here you're at a part of the build where you can go for either Rylai's for utility, or Death Cap for damage, or Void Staff if they're stacking MR, but none of them are stacking MR. Rylai's might be decently valuable to catch them, I think. I'd say Rylai's is pretty good here, because they do have some slippery champions like Kiana, Lulu, Diana, you know? So maybe I'll build towards Rylai's, but if you want to just one-shot them, you can always go Death Cap. Right, I'm gonna walk up top lane. Bam, bam, bam. This is why pinks are so OP in League, guys. Like this pink, that basically secured me the kill. Not any of my skill, literally just that pink word being there is what secured us that kill. Anyways, I'm just gonna bonk this Baron a bit, and it should be ours in a bit. Cassio has extremely good Baron DPS, as well as dueling, and her wave clear is okay, I guess. Not the best wave clear, but it's okay. So Cassiopeia is a really strong champion for climbing, especially after her E buff this patch, because you just have so much kill potential now, early game. Like, you guys saw, I just fucking shit on this Kiana level 2, whereas maybe if it was last patch, let's say I hit about like 7 E's, right? 7 E's, I gain 10 damage per E, right? So that's 70 damage. That's basically 2 auto attacks worth of damage Cassiopeia got for free in her kit. So this buff, although it may seem small, it's very significant. So I definitely recommend, if you guys like a champion with this playstyle, maybe try her out. And here I can just stand my ground. He might be dead actually to my Q. Yeah, I think he is. Oh, he's not, because Lulu picks him. Oh, what? He still died to my Q. That's nice. Here he's grounded. He can't really do anything. Oh shit, he's Zanya'd. Yikes. I could have just went for Zanya's or barrier myself. What I did there was actually pretty grief. Like, me dying with Zanya's and barrier up is pretty inexcusable. So yeah, just don't do what I did, guys. Pay attention to your health bar a bit more. I thought I could just not die. Alright, and they're gonna FF. But I would have probably bought Rylez as my last item here. So yeah, Cassiopeia also does have a free item slot compared to other champions, but she doesn't buy boots. So she can get a lot more, one more full item in compared to other champions. But yeah, as I said at the start of the video, guys, this account is freshly ranked, or not freshly ranked, but I haven't played on it all season. So yeah, this was just my last placement. But because the MMR is so good, we're probably in like master tier, high diamond games. Yep, master tier. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I definitely recommend picking up Cassio if you like this playstyle. She's kind of like Ryze, where you're doing a lot of DPS, but her wave clear is a bit worse, but her dueling is a lot better than Ryze's. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if you guys enjoy that type of stuff. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.